This is not a comfortable video. I am going to warn you of that right now. But it may be the most important one you ever watch. Because what I am about to share with you, the research on what people think about in the last moments of their lives, combined with Buddha's most urgent teaching, has the power to change the entire direction of yours, if you are willing to hear it. Researchers who study end of life, who sit with the dying and document their final reflections, report patterns so consistent they are almost impossible to ignore. Across cultures, across ages, across vastly different life circumstances, the same themes emerge again and again. Not regrets about the things people did, regrets about the things they did not do. Life is not fully lived. Love is not fully expressed. The authentic self that was hidden for decades in favor of a safer, more acceptable, more approved of performance.
Thoughtful. Nobody at the end of their life wishes they had spent more time at the office. Nobody wishes they had worried more. Nobody wishes they had been harder on themselves or more cautious with their love or less willing to risk being truly known. The regrets are almost universally the opposite, about the time that was given to things that did not matter at the cost of things that did. Buddha spent his entire teaching life trying to give people this perspective before the end rather than at it. He called it living with death as your advisor. Not in a morbid way, in the most life-affirming way imaginable. Because the person who truly understands that their time here is finite, who holds that reality not as an abstract concept, but as a lived, felt, daily truth, makes completely different choices than the person who lives as if they have unlimited time. The person who remembers they are going to die does not waste their energy on petty arguments. Do not postpone the conversation that matters. Does not hold back the love that is right there waiting to be expressed. Does not stay in the life that belongs to someone else out of fear of choosing their own. They simply do not have time for any of that. And that clarity, that beautiful, ruthless, liberating clarity, is what Buddha was pointing to when he said, "The problem is, you think you have time." So let me ask you the question that Buddha would ask. If you found out today that you had 1 year left, what would you immediately stop doing? What would you immediately start? Who would you call? What would you say? What version of yourself would you finally give yourself permission to be? The answers to those questions are not a fantasy about a hypothetical future. They are a map of your actual values. They are the clearest possible picture of what genuinely matters to you. Beneath all the conditioning, beneath all the fear, beneath all the stories about why you cannot and why now is not the right time, and why you will get to it eventually. Eventually is the most dangerous word in the human language. It is the word that has ended more lives half-lived than any other single word. Eventually, I will pursue my real passion. Eventually, I will repair that relationship. Eventually, I will slow down and actually be present for my life. Eventually, I will stop living for other people's approval and start living for my own deepest values. Eventually. Buddha said, "Do not wait for eventually." Because eventually, I have a habit of arriving too late. The people you love, tell them today, not tomorrow, not when you find the right words. Now, imperfectly, honestly, completely. The life you have been postponing living, begin it today. Not when things are perfect. Not when the fear disappears. Not when you feel ready. Today. With one small, genuine, courageous step in the direction of life that is actually yours. And the final thing Buddha said, the thing that ties all of this together, is this. When the end does come, the only question that matters is not what you achieved, not what you accumulated, not how you were remembered by people who barely knew you. The only question is, did you show up? Fully, honestly, courageously, presently? Did you actually show up for the one life you were given? You still have time to answer that question with a yes, but time, as Buddha kept reminding us, is the one resource that is always, always running out. Live accordingly, right now, today. This moment is the only one you are guaranteed. Save this and share it with someone who needs permission to finally start living. Subscribe to Tathagata Wisdom, because every single day we bring you the wisdom that wakes you up to the extraordinary, unrepeatable, irreplaceable miracle of the life you are already living.